Good evening, fuckers, and here we are back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video. This one has been requested by me again, and I've requested it because, well, it's going to feature two absolute legends of the British Railways network. And I'm rather surprised that neither have appeared in a request video up until now, so I thought, what the fuck, let's put them both into this one. So, the route is, the Fife Circle Line. We will be starting at Edinburgh Waverley, and our destination is Dunfermline Queen Margaret. Now, I'm assuming that is the main station in Dunfermline. It does have two. This is the further one from Edinburgh, so yeah, I've based it purely on that. It's not a particularly long route. It's about 18.5 miles, so this is going to be a relatively short video, not least because it's going to be an express run non-stop from Edinburgh to Dunfermline. And the loco that we are going to be using is, a truly legendary loco, the Class 55, the Deltic. Somewhat wasted because it's only going to be taking 4 coaches, but there we go. So we'll get to see the Class 55 in action and the Forth Bridge. What more do you want from a route set in the UK? So let's get it underway. So here we are. So take a look. She is in all her glory. Now, I'm well aware of the fact that the Class 55 would never do this route. I mean, you certainly see them in Edinburgh, but they would be doing the pretty much the entire run, the East Coast Main Line. So they would be coming up from King's Cross to Edinburgh, but they would not then be going on from Edinburgh to Dunfermline. So I don't think you ever had a Deltic going across the Forth Bridge at any point. But as always, I am certainly open to correction on that, and if there is video footage of a Deltic going over the Forth Bridge, then I would certainly be keen to see that. Anyway, it is summer, completely clear, so we will get some good views of this magnificent loco making its way over the Forth Bridge, I'm sure. Let's get underway. So max speed of the Deltic is 100 mph. I don't think we're going to be able to reach those sort of speeds on this route. But yeah, just carrying 4 coaches, it was absolutely no bother to this thing. I mean, the Deltic, when it was first built, because it had two Deltic engines, it was generating somewhere in the region of 3,000 to 3,300 horsepower. After various sort of refits and improvements and what have you, it ended up being able to generate in the region of 4,500 horsepower. So its power was yeah, absolutely insane. I'm rather glad to see that our exit from Waverley Station wasn't too bad. Frequently you find yourself held up at red signals, or certainly plenty of double yellows, so you're slowing down here, there and everywhere. But I think we'll be okay with the majority of this. I'm delighted to see a 90 mph speed limit coming up once we pass Haymarket station. So we are not making any stops along the way, we're just going straight to Dunfermline Queen Margaret station. So it's only going to be half an hour, so it'll be one of the shorter videos. So the instant we leave this tunnel, we are at Haymarket station. Okay, so we are just entering the 90 mph section, and now we can give it full throttle up to 90 mph. Yeah, the acceleration on this thing is pretty damn impressive. Hardly surprising, given that yeah, it's generating at least 3,300 horsepower. So passing Murrayfield Rugby Stadium. Unfortunately, we have a speed reduction coming up to 75. It's only going to be a relatively short section, so we'll be able to go back up to 90 once we're out of there. We may need to brake a little harder than that, but not this hard. There we go, we're now absolutely fine. Let's get us closer to the 75 limit. So there we are now in the 75 mph section. I think we can certainly see why the speed restriction was there. It's quite a tight turn. And now that we're out of it, and we are going downhill, so yeah, the speeding thing cropped up on a 1 in 90 downhill section. So South Gyle is the next station, and then Edinburgh Gateway very close after that. Let's get ourselves to 90. There we go. Ideally, I'd like to keep us at this speed. I think, well, okay, we are gaining speed, but it's at a very, very slow rate. I think that's okay. It's not going to be okay for too long though. We have another downhill section coming up. That will cause us to gain speed as we pass through Edinburgh Gateway. We have another very short speed increase, or speed decrease I should say, coming up in 1.5 miles. Once we get through that, we're back up to the 90 mph maximum again. Yes, doesn't quite have the same views as the Highlands, but there can still be no doubt that it's fantastic views around. Scotland never fails to deliver when it comes to, like, you know, scenery. Now, is that a yellow? No. So we're in the 75. I have no idea why that 75 section was even there. Now, actually not going to take us up to 90 because, yeah, we have a speed reduction of sorts to 80 mph. So you can see the Forth Road Bridge ahead. Dunfermline station is coming up 1.5 miles away. Of course, as soon as we leave that station, we will be on the Forth Bridge. So let's start bringing our speed down, ready for that with its 50 mph limit. Well, I wanted to keep the speed level, but not level 50.9. It did go up. So we are through Dunfermline station, and the Forth Bridge dead ahead. Let's just slow us down a little bit more, and hopefully we don't need to worry too much about the controls while we are going across here. So, yeah, Forth Road Bridge with the Queensbury crossing just over the other end. What a sight that is. Deltic loco going across the Forth Bridge. Back into the cab for the last section of it. Yeah, great one that. Now we are going to need to do some hefty braking to make sure we don't speed as we come down this very steep section here. 1 in 70. I actually thought it was steeper than that. It does make North Queensferry a really awkward station to stop at. Essentially you've got to start braking while you're still on the Forth Bridge itself. So we'll carry on braking because we have this 40 mph section coming up here. Current braking rate, yeah, we'll do that no problem. But yeah, the downhill slope that we're on, it means that we are picking up speed very, very quickly once we take the brakes off. So we are into the 40 mph section here. Inverkeithing station less than a mile away. So now into a 50 mph section. Just coming off the downhill section, but it's not really worth increasing our speed as we are going back to a 40 mph section as soon as we come out of this tunnel. And then once we pass Inverkeithing station, it then goes down to 30 mph. But then we will be able to go up to 65 mph in less than a mile. So fine for the 30 mph section that's coming along. You do see me on a bit of a downward gradient still. So this is where the actual circle line part starts. So Dunfermline is only 5 miles from here. So we're into the 65 mph section. Once the entire train is in there, which it is now, let's give it maximum throttle. We are now going uphill. It is affecting our acceleration quite a bit. I'll say that, and now we've suddenly really taken off. We go through Corsair station. I'm going to have to coast it. So you know we're going up a 1 in 99. I mean, the acceleration is still absolutely fine with only 32% throttle. Okay, so keeping our speed steady, somewhat steady. So Dunfermline town then, less than a mile and a half ahead. We are going to need to reduce our speed first. So obviously after Dunfermline town, the next station is Dunfermline Queen Margaret, which is where we will be stopping. Yeah, I can certainly see why the speed limit is as it is in this section. So Dunfermline town station coming right up. Let's give it the maximum thrash as we're going through. So we are on, well, just about to, in a 65 mph section, but it's very, very short before we're back down to 55 again. Break that, there we go. So we just let the uphill climb, 1 in 73, slow us down a fair bit. I think we are going to need to add some of our own braking though. So I like to be doing around 30 as we are entering, well, yeah, just as we are in line with station platforms. This one looks fairly short actually, so but then our train is rather short as well, so it's not a problem. So there we go. It would appear that Dunfermline town is actually the main station for Dunfermline itself, rather than this one. This is a bit sort of in the middle of nowhere. But there we are. That is, yeah, the Class 55 Deltic on the Fife Circle Line. And yeah, no surprises. The main reason for doing it so that we could see the legend that is the Deltic loco going over the Forth Bridge. And despite how short it was, I still had 2 speeding errors. Yeah, it kind of sums me up really. So there we go. If you have a video that you want to you know, see done, a Train Simulator Classic request, then just click on the old link in the description and bung your request there. Okay, see you at the next one.